What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, back with more Let's Play Pokemon Leaf Green. In the last episode, we finished off what we can do for now in the Sevi Islands, rescuing Lost Stell, and, well, basically finishing all we needed to, going through all 3 islands and all that, which is great. It's great. Okay, so what we're going to be doing in this video, we're not going to be heading to the next gym quite yet, even though that is now open to us. What we want to do instead, we're going to jump in the water. We're going to be going all the way over to the Seafoam Islands, because there's something special there waiting for us. By the way, just letting you know, I did buy, like I said at the very end of the last video, did not mean to go to my trainer card. At the end of the last video, I went back into the Pokemon Mart, I restocked it, revised Full Heals, Max Repels, Hyper Potions all the way up to 20, and, where is it? I put my Ultra Balls back up to 40, alright? I was going to go 50, but I actually didn't have the money to do that necessarily. Anyways, Seafoam Islands. Okay, I told you we were going to come back here, and well, here we are. Alright, so let's just head down these stairs. First things first, let's jump in the water. Those boulders are there, so that's that whole entire thing is blocked off. But we do need to go. No, we do not need to go that way. What am I doing? Sorry, we don't need to go that way because that's blocked off now. We want to go this way. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Yes. This is a lot more convenient. You'd have to go through a lot more dungeon crawling if you had not blocked that part off already, but we do not need to now. So, what we need to do this time, we need to push these boulders up, or this one up anyway. Actually, one of these rocks, I believe, maybe not. Okay, maybe not. I was going to say one of these rocks I thought had an item hidden in it, but that might only be in the first generation. Alright, before we push that one over, I'm actually going to push this one all the way over, and let's push this one down this hole, and then we're going to push this boulder down the other hole, alright? And let's drop down the hole, follow them, and that blocks off this passage, and what does that make available to us? Da-da-da-da! What do you know? And I wasn't doing the fanfare for the rappel wearing off. Man, the time thing. Frickin' seal! Go away. Okay, so we had a troll seal. Anyway, let's go right in front of this. And I'm going to... you know what? I'm not even going to bother saving this time. It was so recently. Alright, so we're going to actually be trying the exact same strategy we tried with the last one. Guys, meet Articuno, my personal favorite and who I consider to be the best member of the legendary trio of birds. Ice flying type. Alright, so we're going to go with Rock Slide again, which is going to be quadruple effective. Oh, if this doesn't kill Shreyu, that is. Oh, crap. Okay, that's a problem. Okay. Articuno is a beast, alright, because it's an ice type. It's very powerful. And for those who played Generation 1 as a kid, loved this Pokemon to death because it meant it was an easy win against a very certain boss that we'll be fighting later on. Okay, so use Mind Reader, which makes moves a no-miss, but that's kind of pointless. Let's try a Fire Blast. Hopefully we won't kill it. Okay, good. Don't burn it. Alright, shoot, what do I can't really use anything else here. I don't know. I mean, I guess I could throw a Shadow Ball at it. Hopefully this won't kill it. If this does, I'll just restart, but yeah. Please don't kill it. Please don't kill it. Good. Alright, sweet. Didn't kill it. Alright, so now let's start chucking Ultra Balls at it. Thank goodness. Okay, well, I guess we didn't need Sand Slash there. That wasn't really registering in my mind that Ice, it would go first and it would just take down Shreyu in one hit regardless because of the type advantage. That didn't ever register in my mind throughout this video or the last video when I was contemplating this whole fight. That's funny. Whatever. At least we have 2 fire types who can easily hold their own against this thing. And it should be caught in 40 Ultra Balls. Man, it's just using Mind Reader, which... kind of a waste of PP in all honesty, just because, well, it's only got 5 PP. And it really isn't useful. I mean, it's useful for later when Articuno learns Blizzard, but that's about it. Anyways, I think, okay, what are its moves? It's got Ice Beam, it's got Mind Reader, it's got, what else does it have? Does this one have Agility too? I don't think this one does have Agility. Maybe it does, I don't know. I want to say Articuno is the one legendary bird that doesn't have Agility, kind of like how... I mean, like, they all have their own little quirks to them. Every single one of them. Like, they learn a specific move. Like in the older generations, Moltres was the one that learns Sky Attack. Zapdos is the one that learns Drill Peck, and then Articuno just has the all-around better move pool and type. I think that's how it went. Like, Articuno was just better all-around balance, but Zapdos and Moltres each got their own unique, awesome move. I mean, I think that's really it. I mean, I think Articuno also has an all-around more unique move pool. Like, really the only move it shares in common with the other three is Peck, if I'm not mistaken. Or at least with any of the other three. I don't know. Articuno's kind of the obscure one of the three, yet I consider it to be the best, just because Ice is such an awesome type. It's such a good type. Really, the only two things it's not good against is, well, Steel. That was later. Back in Generation 1, it was just Fire and Water, and then Steel, not really, but that's it. It was it's the only weakness for Dragon aside from Dragon. So that's another reason why Ice is such a unique and fantastic type. Anyways, man, it keeps using Minor. I swear it has a PP of 5. Does it use it more than 5 times already? Huh, whatever. Again, we're not using our Master Ball here. I didn't really make that clear in the Moltres fight, but yeah, don't use your Master Ball. We're saving that for later. We have a very specific Pokemon we're going to be using that on. And it's not the one you think it would be on either, believe it or not. Yep, and the Pokemon you think we were going to use it on, no, that fight's instead going to be hell for us. Or at least for me. It's going to be very, very fun, though. I can tell you that right now. Let's use Ultra Ball. It uses Mist. Wonderful. Okay. Well, we're not really getting anywhere with the Ultra Balls. I mean, it's really not shaking more than once ever, which sucks. And I've already used 12 of them, so hopefully my fortunes can change here. Come on. Darn it. Moltres gave pretty easily, and Moltres and Zapdos both gave pretty easily. Hopefully, I don't want Articuno to be the one that screws me over, because I love Articuno. Freaking love it. It's one of my 3 favorite legendaries, the other 2 being Suicune and Lugia. At least in terms of design and stuff like that. A lot of people will disagree with me on that, but I have my reasons for why they are my 3 favorites. Well, Articuno is my... Okay, I'll tell why while we're going through this fight. I mean, I really don't have anything else to talk about. Well, I'm just spamming Ultra Balls. Articuno was my favorite because it was my favorite. It was the one that I loved to use in Generation 1. I just had such a fondness for it back in the old games. When I first, my very first Pokemon games. Lugia was my favorite because when I was a kid, the second Pokemon movie, which Lugia is in, was my favorite movie of the Pokemon movies and all. And still, to this day, I still consider it the best Pokemon movie. Oh crap! So freaking close. I loved it as a result. I thought it was just such a freaking cool Pokemon. I was like, oh my gosh! But I never owned a Generation 2 game, so I could never get it, and that ticked me off. And I was really bummed about that. I was always bummed about that. First time I got to play a Generation 2 game, 2011. Yep, 2011 was when I got to play any Generation 2 or remake, and that was Soul Silver. To this day, I have only touched Gold, Silver, or Crystal once. Yes, I caught it. But yes, I've only touched them once, ever. It wasn't even my own cart. I've never actually owned it, sadly. But yeah, now we have the entire Legendary Bird trio, including my favorite, Articuno. None of them really were that much trouble in the end. Thank goodness. We're just going to dig out of here. But yeah, and then I guess I might as well explain Suicune. Suicune was the Pokemon that when I saw it, I thought it had the coolest design. It was so cool to me. I mean, I looked at it, I was just awestruck, and I wanted one. I wanted one so bad, and I never got one. I didn't get one until I borrowed a friend's Leaf Green, or Leaf Green Fire Red. No, it wasn't a Leaf Green Fire Red. What was it? It was Leaf Green Fire Red, yes. And then I traded it into my Sapphire. This was only about a year and a half ago, actually. No, this was 2011, actually. So 2 years ago. I traded it in to my Sapphire cart from his game, and then what I did is I actually replayed his entire game up to where it was when he'd given it to me, and tried to almost emulate his old file the exact same way, just so he wouldn't notice, because I knew because I was afraid he'd get mad. It was funny as crap, but yeah, that's just how it happened, and I got Suicune out of it. And I don't regret it. I still have that Suicune. It's now all the way up to my black and white file, or my white file. But yeah, it's and I'd say of the three, that's my favorite legendary, just because of the way it looks. I've always loved it. But anyways, you can see we're here in Viridian City. That's very interesting. But why are we in Viridian City? Why? Well, this is where the last gym is. Yep. If you recall from the very beginning of the game, there was one gym here that we actually never went into, and here it is. Now, it looks so silly to me in the remakes because the gyms are so small. Because in like Generation 1, it took up like your entire Game Boy screen. This gym, like I mean, I remember this gym specifically just because of like its location. Its size was more apparent to me than any other gym for whatever reason, even though they were all the exact same sprite. But regardless. Here we go, guys. 8th gym. Alright. Again, like I said before, we got ground types here. Alright, so we're going to have some wonderful battles ahead of us. But, looking in the eyes of this trainer, who, if I take one more step forward, will be battling us, I'm just going to say that this has been the Squirtle King. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe for additional content. Also, make sure to leave a like and a comment, and don't forget to check out my Twitter and Facebook page. Links are all in the description below. I'm sorry this was a short episode, but I'd like to save this gem for the next one. So, I will see you guys next time.